Well. You know, it's serious when I came in wearing my favorite Wadoji pajama. PewDiePie made a manga. Hello, my name is Kana. I'm a mangaka / manga YouTuber from Japan. So, as some of you might know, I've been working with my editor to publish my one-shot on Japanese Manga magazine. And today's video was supposed to be, finally, my editor approved my storyboard. Now I can finally work on my manga. I'll show you how it's done. But, well, don't make me talk about it anymore. They said no. That's when my buddy texted me that PewDiePie made a whole manga. And as a #1 Japanese manga YouTuber, I had to react to it. Okay, don't boo me. It's just that there's no other Japanese mangaka YouTuber talking in English, to my knowledge. So I'm #1. I'm the only one, so I'm #1. I didn't even know he draws manga. Like, as I said in my other videos, making a whole manga, finishing a whole manga is really hard. Well, okay, let's get into it. Okay, so before we get into it, I'm not a Jump editor. I'm not a Jump mangaka. You know, I didn't make One Piece, I didn't make Attack on Titan, right? I'm not a big manga. I'm just a small mangaka, and I'm just wanna react. I just wanna react, you know, to fellow mangaka PewDiePie-san's manga making process. And if there's something I can advise, I can maybe do it, but like, I'm like fucking garbage trash shit, so nothing I say is important.
First, I need supplies. And in Japan, I am very spoiled with them.
Wait, he lives in Japan. Well, I knew he lives in Japan, but his kid is speaking Japanese, what the fuck? Okay, anyway, it's not very important. Okay, first thing we need to talk about is he decided to do traditional. That's a big decision, right? So first thing you need to think about when you decided you're gonna make manga is if you're gonna make manga traditionally or digitally. So many of mangakas on Shonen Jump are still doing traditional, right? They use special manga pens called G pen, and they need ink, they need a manga professional paper, usually that's B4 size, and they're really difficult to get outside Japan. Even in Japan, good thing he probably lives in Tokyo, he still has to go to like special stationery shops, but it's easy for him. But traditional is hard. You know, I used to do traditional as well, like, what the fuck? It's just difficult because you cannot erase it. So you cannot like control plus Z every time you made a mistake. Draw from left to right, please. Otherwise... Fuck. So that's gonna be hard. You know, it's still possible to become mangaka traditionally because you can just scan it and send it to Tokyo's publishers and they'll print them. It's also like feel of ink, feel of rawness is something you cannot really replace on digital. So I'm excited to see how it goes.
I need a storyboard, otherwise this is gonna be impossible. Like, I need this to go to paper. Because this is already like 9, 12, 13, and this is not, the story has not even begun. No spoilers. I was originally thinking like 14, but this is looking more like 50, I don't know, 52, 54.
So I'm not sure, maybe it's different concept of a storyboard in America and in Japan, but I don't really know what he's doing here. So usually when you make storyboard in Japan, it's like what I'm showing right here. So you actually need to split the panels, split the pages and make a panel, make characters say something. It seems like in here PewDiePie is just showing like every single panels in the same square. Okay, I'm not sure. I'll just keep watching it. Well, if he's doing what I think he's doing, he's probably drawing every panel in the same square. That will probably take forever. Some panels are really big, like he's doing it here, but some panels are really small, right? The pages could have 6 panels or 10 panels. There, of course, also important panels. Drawing every panels in every single size might be a bit difficult. So I think there are two problems. One problem is it's gonna take forever. But honestly, if he has time, that's good, right? It's gonna be easy later. If you have a precise storyboard, it's gonna be easy to draw precisely later. So I don't have to cost myself 20 hours ago when I draw this storyboard, and I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. The second problem is if you draw storyboard like that, it might be more difficult to have a panel that's not so important. If you watched my other videos, you know I've talked so many times about space, and not so important panels in Japanese manga. So Japanese manga really considers very important. Which means space in Japanese, for readers to take a rest and understand the story. So panels and pages that are not so important, like characters just picking up stuff or saying just that's not so important to the story. It could be very important. And if you draw a storyboard like that, it might be difficult because you have to precise in every pages or like every panels in this case. You don't really want to insert panels that are not so important to the story, if that makes sense. But I'll keep watching it. He keeps saying his drawings are not good, but it looks super good to me. It looks super good. I feel like he's been drawing for a long time. Especially, I have not seen his character drawings, so I'm not sure. But it feels like how he draws trees in nature feels like he's been doing it for a long time. And he loves doing it, and it's really cool.
All the things a bit more detail, but I realized like, oh, actually I want this here, and then I realized, oh, actually I want this there. So I'm just laying it out now, and I'm already gonna change all this, but I kind of need to get going. So I'll fix it later. We'll keep going. This is a lot harder than I thought. I think it's just getting it right, like getting the flow, like going from one place and then transitioning, and then
he's doing what I thought he's doing here, which is drawing manga panels one by one at first, then just panel out the pages later, which is kinda rare to see. I don't think I've ever seen someone do this before. Drawing panels first and put it out like puzzles is very interesting. I've never seen that. Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's like he discovered a new way to do the manga storyboard, and it's great. I really like it. And that's one of the reasons I'm really happy that people outside Japan are making manga in their own way. Because Japanese people in Japan, there are already rules and so many orders that we have to follow to make manga. And we all know it. There are so many books, so many information on the internet. It's really easy to find it. So we kind of follow it and makes very similar manga, which could be a bit boring. So I like when people outside Japan discover a new way to make manga, do a storyboard, and they're really making a new way.
It's the most fun one to look at because it has so many different shades. But the blending of it's horrible, like horrible. This is not what I wanted at all. I think the feet in the water looks great, but like I've ruined it. And like the sky is supposed to be even, and it's just like this paintbrush thing.
Oh, fuck.
Like the brush fucked me.
Oh, fuck. He's shading his line art. No. PewDiePie did a thing called screen tone that you're supposed to use to draw gray. I talked this in my other videos too, but if you do traditional, or even if you do digital, to draw gray, there's a thing called screen tones. It's literally a sticker sheet that has different kinds of patterns of dot. Because manga has a long history, right? And maybe like 20 years ago, they used to be not able to print gray. That's why they discovered a little dot that's black and white. But if you see it like 10 meters away, it looks like gray, different kinds of shades of gray, and that's why they discovered screen tones. But I think now, I mean, they can print colors. I'm sure they can print PewDiePie's like black and white and gray. He probably used Copic to draw gray. They can probably print it, but it might look more like manga if you use screen tones, right?
This is just a test. I'm not keeping it. That's kind of interesting.
Okay, here he discovered screen tones. Good.
Cover. I have not inked it yet. Then we have the first panel, which I think turned out really nice.
Oh my fucking god.
And toning.
This is gorgeous, PewDiePie. Ooh, PewDiePie-san, this is gorgeous. He's really good at like drawing backgrounds and natures, isn't he? Like, is he famous for that? Is he like famous for playing in the nature? Like, this is from someone who really likes natures and rocks and trees and skies and everything. This is so good.
What have I done? I have so much work to do. This is insane. I'm gonna ink all this? What was I thinking? I haven't even finished it. Oh my god. Why did I do so many pages? I just couldn't.
This is literally me when I'm doing storyboard. Yeah, good. That's a good thing when you make manga. You have to shout at least once, like. I have to do that one more time. That's one thing. Good thing if you do traditional, you can just put the ink like and split the papers like. You're like, and you will feel not great, but I mean, it feels great.
Don't look too close. I got this Mangaka pen, but I'm not using this. It doesn't draw when I want it to draw. I'm like trying. Nothing's coming out. Ah!
So this is the thing about G-Pen. You know, when you think about traditional manga, the first thing that will come up is G-Pen, right? G-Pen is a traditional manga pen that most of Jump mangaka use, but it's really hard to handle, trust me. First time you hold a G-Pen and try and draw it, it doesn't draw a line. I'm serious, it doesn't draw a line. PewDiePie-san is doing it here, it doesn't draw a line. You need some practice. So maybe 20 years ago, when manga assistant used to work in mangaka's house and not remotely like right now, the first job mangaka would give to assistants is just to draw a straight line on this paper with the G-Pen. And they'll be like, what? That sounds so easy. But they cannot do it because they don't draw a line. You need some technique, you need a certain like posture to like draw a line. You need some practice, right? And I'm really glad that PewDiePie-san let himself draw with other pens, like Copic pens he's doing here. That's very good. You know, a lot of mangaka actually don't use G-Pen. Author of Detective Conan, he used to draw with G-Pen, but he doesn't do it anymore. He does it with normal pens. Stomy Takahashi, he does it with pens too. So it's just so easy to use. Everyone can draw a line with it. It doesn't need so much power on your hand. If you're drawing on Shonen Jump, you have to draw like all day fucking every day, but your hands don't get tired, which is good.
Okay, here we go. Feel free to mute me, but I will yap, inevitably. I'm a YouTuber. So, title, Gao. I realize now it says cow. Gao. We didn't make it far, did we? Alright, here's the first shot.
I really like how he draws crowds. I have like some kind of fetish for manga crowd. What's your favorite manga crowds? Mine is Dragon Ball crowds. It's so cute. It looks so delicious. It's like a sugar cone, that thing you get at the festival. And the crowd PewDiePie-san draw looks a bit like Dragon Ball crowd, and really like it. It looks so delicious. I really like it.
Then we start walking. I made a mistake here where initially I wanted to read this way, but I think it's gonna read this way. So I'm just gonna do that, even though technically these should swap places.
If I read it from right to left or from left to right, there wouldn't be no big problems. But it's a like small problem that could be fixed if he did a storyboard in a traditional way. Maybe. That's what I thought. But honestly, it's not a big problem.
And then you get the full spread, the double uni. It was going to be, so I imagine it like a 2-pager, you know? It was cooler in my head, but I do think, I think the toning kind of messed me up a little bit.
Ah, it was gorgeous. Oh my god. A fucking Attack on Titan main shin fucking shit. Ooh. Oh.
The rider rides off. You're sort of supposed to see something happening behind the boy as he's sort of looking after turning his way. And we see the paw. Our other character shows himself for the first time, or herself. Go!
Honestly, I really like this shin that he put the same angle panels 3 times. It's like Tarantino movies and it's cool, right? It's like I really like it when manga does this. Do you have any examples? Probably like Manga Taro. That's it. Worst example I could get. But it's cool. I really like it when people do it.
This time it's the hunter that is sort of frozen. And he goes, eh? Wait.
Oh, that's so cool. Put in the same panels again. Hey. Ooh. What? Eh? なんで? Okay, so I'm just editing, but this idiot started spoiling his manga story. I'm just gonna cut this all in case maybe some of you guys haven't seen his video because I want you guys to have this experience. But basically what I was saying that first of all, I want to mention that every panels in his manga is easy to understand. Which may sound normal to you guys, but it's actually not easy at all. In every panel of his manga, I can understand where the character is and what the character is doing, etc. Especially in the first few pages, he obviously put a lot of effort to draw backgrounds and nature. So we instantly knew, oh, okay, this isn't about like modern city setting. If it's manga someone made for the first time, it's barely normal to get told by an editor or people that it's not clear what this character is doing, or it's not clear what this manga is about in the first place. It's sometimes because they draw backgrounds too much so character doesn't stand out, or there are too much speech bubbles. It's just because the author, yourself, of course, know the whole story of your manga, right? So they might not be good at having the perspective of readers. They might not put in manga panels that have important information for readers and stuff. But for PewDiePie's manga, I didn't really feel like that's the case. I thought the story was crystal clear to everyone, and he barely much understood what the reader's gonna feel or how the reader's gonna read the manga. And because the story was very easy to understand, the plot twist at the end really worked well. So that's the biggest thing I wanted to mention. Okay, back to the video. So the first thing I want to say is congratulations on finishing a manga! Woo! As I said, finishing manga is the hardest part for aspiring mangakas, right? They say 99% of aspiring mangaka have never finished their manga before because finishing a manga is hard, you know? It's like you're making a whole movie by yourself with no stuff. You have to make a story, you have to anchor, you have to look it again, fucking split the paper, do it again, finish it, but you still need something, joy, then you have it finished. That's amazing that you did. And advice I can give to PewDiePie-san is print your manga. That's it. I recommend you to scan your manga, print it a manga, and like staple it. You can make a little book, reading it like a normal book. Like this. It just feels different when you have a whole booklet to yourself. And it's your manga. It's pretty cool, right? I recommend you doing it. And second advice is, I recommend you, if you want to go professional, you can probably bring your manga to publishers in Tokyo. But I also think it might be better left off from the editors and self-publish yourself. Because that manga had a kind of, not a like very happy ending, right? And it might not be for everyone, but it's type of manga that some people like me really love it. But editors might have to make it for everyone because they have to sell a book, so they might want to change a big thing about the manga, about your like dark world of your manga. And I wouldn't really like it. So I thought maybe it would be better off without editor's hand, is what I thought. But the editors might say like, oh, what's the meaning of this page? What message do you want to convey through this story and shit? And you know, fuck that. I don't really want any changes to the story PewDiePie made, because I think really good, and I think some people like me really love it. So I don't recommend it. Okay, so for some reason I started talking about PewDiePie's manga plot twist again, so I'm just gonna cut this Cut to second. Okay, thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Please check out my Instagram, TikTok. Thank you very much. Bye bye.